You are now entering the realm of white hot business. This is where we get real about why what happens in the bedroom and your body is a reflection of your business confidence and visibility. I'm your host, sexologist and business mentor Lauren White, and I'll guide you to become the sovereign, magnetic, and sensual woman that's available for more success and satisfaction. Access all areas. It's time to transform your business from lukewarm to white hot. It feels fantastic to be sitting back here at the mic. It's been too long, but the timing, as always, is perfect. Divine, even. I'm Lauren White. I'm the host of White Hot Business. I'm a qualified sexologist, confidant, and business mentor. And I have lovingly curated this podcast for you, a woman in business who wants more. More of herself, more of her power, more of her pleasure. And she doesn't have to ask for permission. If you know me, you'll know that I used to have a podcast called The Secrets Women Keep. Over 2 years and 80 episodes, it was an absolute turn-on to deliver topics that are historically unspoken about. The taboo, sexuality, energetics, dark nights of the soul, shame, secrets, the things we don't talk about. And I want you to know that whilst it didn't feel true for me to come back under the same banner, the same name, The Secrets Women Keep, we will still go there to those places. Why? I was born to speak about the unspoken. It's embedded in my birth chart, and it's the ultimate form of stimulation for me. Yes, speaking about the taboo definitely turns me on. The difference is it's going to be speaking about the taboo in the context of business. Over more than a decade of working with women as a sexologist, confidant, and business mentor, there is one theme that runs through it all. How comfortable you are with climax and sexual vulnerability is directly related to how willing and able you are to be in your power and pleasure in business. And a more powerful and pleasurable business equals more money and satisfaction and a feeling of inner success. We are going to be speaking to the unspoken parts of you, the parts that are secretly running your business and denying you the feelings that you want to feel and the outcomes you crave. We are going to get real about why what happens in the bedroom and your body is influencing your business confidence and visibility, and how to finally become the sovereign, magnetic, and sensual woman that stands firmly in her power and pleasure. Prepare, or maybe don't, to get the loving, revealing, and truth-telling wisdom every week. You will edge from having an okay or lukewarm business to having a business that turns you on and can only be described as white hot. Do you feel this? Do you feel the sense of possibility? You have tolerated, you have put up with, you've capped your capacity to dream and feel and go deep so that you can climax higher. You've been in a kind of flat line. Okay, fine business. I mean, it works. It's good. In my world, fine, good, okay, lukewarm is not enough. It's insufficient at having us feel aroused and invested and turned on for what we do. We are raising the bar, elevating the standards to what does it for you. What gets your pulse racing? What gets your pussy tingling? What gets the blood pumping through your veins, your pupils dilating, and you are going, yes. What gives you goosebumps and makes your nipples hard? That is our standard when we have a white hot business. And anything that falls short of that, and especially anything that falls way short of that and has your shoulders slumping and you doing an inner eye roll and you being, ugh, we are no longer tolerating or putting up with. The martyr mode is gone in your business, or it will be soon. The little girl energy running your business of convincing and pleading and please like me and how can I make you comfortable even though I'm contorting myself, we are letting go of that over the course of our time together. This is a rolling exploration as to how you can turn up the heat, the fire, the flame in your business, because ultimately that alignment for what does it for you will create aligned clients, an aligned service, and that equals more of what you want. Deep satisfaction, profit in every definition. So, the name has changed and we've tweaked, just moving our perception more into business. Business was referenced in The Secrets Women Keep, but we are going all in on your business and your work and your career, your profession, because you should feel excited and turned on for both your personal life and your professional life. Both. I want you to know you don't have to choose. No more hypothetical games of if I could have this or that. No more. In this world, in this realm, you say, how can I have this and that? How can I have both? How can I maneuver the parts so that I can have what I want when I want it? What do I need to ask? What do I need to do differently? Whose support do I need? Who do I need to be? I've been through an evolution since The Secrets Women Keep came to its last episode in 2022. What happened? So much happened. In summary, I went deep into my shadows, the shadows of my health, the shadows of my home, the shadows of my relationship, the shadows of my business. I went through an evolution and I knew deep down that I was going to go into contraction in order to expand again. I want to normalize that from the get-go. Shadows aren't bad. The more you avoid going there, the more you're going to skim the surface of your life and your business. We will talk about shadows in White Hot Business. I love going to those places, those taboo places where you say the things out loud that you're not meant to say because you're a good girl. In my world, we let it out, we release, we express, because it gives us the green light to move on more effectively and efficiently. There is nothing that you can say that can shock me. I have worked in mental health and drug and alcohol, part of which was a methadone clinic for 10 years. I have heard about the darkest sides of humanity and people's most serious complex trauma. I have been a sex therapist for more than 10 years, listening to women's recollections of and experiences of pain and discomfort and aversion and shutdown in sex. I have heard it all when it comes to being human. So there is nothing that you can say to me that will ever create a feeling within you where you will feel unheard, rejected, shamed, judged. Not on my watch. It is all welcome because you are a human first and you're a human that has a business. And sometimes we forget that. Human first, red-blooded woman first. Back to what happened in the break between podcasts. It was shadowy, murky shit. And it was hard. And I was contracted physically. I was finally diagnosed with an autoimmune condition that went under a number of people's radars for a number of years. I went through contraction around money. I went through contraction around receiving love. I realized since I turned 40 in 2022, I had to look down the barrel of what I'm here to heal, which is, and again, all in my birth chart, which is this wound of how I see money, love, and worth as interconnected. That is a work in progress that I have made serious strides on, and I am more than willing to go into more depth in another episode. But for now, just know that if you own a business and you find yourself activated around the money ups and downs that happen for most of us, and that creates a contraction somewhere else in your life, in your love life, in your sex life, I want you to know that you aren't alone. We will reference it and most importantly, talk about what you can do differently in order to elevate out of that little girl that needs to be seen, that needs that love, that might go into desperation and then blocks her capacity to sell energetically. We want you to elevate out of that. I have elevated out of that. And, brutally honest, work in progress still. But I've made excellent strides, so I've got a lot to share in that department. I also want to prepare you in White Hot Business. We are going to be talking about sex and what happens in the bedroom. And this just lights me up because I have so much to say about the mirrors between sex, your body, your sensuality, and what does or doesn't happen in your business. My take is it's very unique. When we go to your sexuality, when we go to your sex life and your bedroom, when we look at that first, not last like most people do, but first, we inevitably course correct a lot of the energetics that are happening in your business. Sounds wild, right? It's true and it's real and it's powerful. Above all, it's exciting and titillating. It's like, ooh, 2 in 1. I go to my sex life, I course correct the energetics in that, and I get a better business at the end. Oof. Bang for your buck. Okay. So prepare yourself. We are going into all the taboo topics that will make you feel more powerful, more pleasure-filled, more confident, and then making it easier for you to be visible, seen in your business because you've seen yourself. More on that in a moment. Let's go to what exactly is a white hot business. I can feel a bit of tingle down there. I'm like rotating on my chair right now. What is a white hot business? A white hot business is one where you are in the power seat. You know all of yourself. You know all of your parts, what drives you, influences you, and what shadows are making their best attempt to be at the helm of all that you do and all that you are. In my world, it's about being willing to examine the shadows, because the shadows alone aren't the problem. You need to know what they need from you, what it is that you're denying yourself, what desires you're denying yourself. And then you can make more empowered decisions for yourself from a place of desire instead of this survival mode that you're in, where I need this and I need that, and you act needy. We will start making decisions from the frequency of turn on, of white hot. And that comes from your body. We love your head. You've got a beautiful mind. You are smart as fuck. And what smart women need to know is we need to change the ratio of stimulation. Smart women are overstimulated in all the undesirable ways in their business and understimulated in the desirable ways. I am here and I'm creating a movement to change that ratio. More turn on, more stimulation through your body and activation of your desires, less of the very stale, incredibly boring burnout stories, overwhelm, sitting at your computer, seeing that as your productivity for your business. We are changing the script. We are burning the script. Let's just burn it, bonfire style. When you have a white hot business, hear this part, please. No more mask of hyper independence. I go it alone. I can do it myself. No one can do it like I can. You are supported when you have a white hot business. It's a non-negotiable. You don't wing it, and you no longer throw spaghetti at the wall for your energy or your strategy. You are seen by the people that support you for all that you are and all of who you are. Who, whom. Forgive me. Whom. All of who you are, okay? Because when you have a white hot business and when you decide to be a red-blooded woman in business, you know that the shortcut is investment, that there's nothing to be gained from scrimping your way through business, waiting for the money to show up, waiting, and then having the money show up to give you the green light to do the next thing. We know that we need to invest in order to keep the money flowing and to make smarter decisions, because we all have blind spots. When you are seen in your business, personally first, you don't have confidence or visibility problems anymore. Just a spoiler alert of what's to come. When you see all of yourself, there is no threat. There is nothing that anyone can think about you or say to you or pass judgment on you, because you know what? None of what they have to say is any worse or more harsh than what you've already said to yourself or you've already seen and experienced in yourself. I, hand on heart, know that I can walk into any room in the world, and as long as I feel appropriately dressed for the context, because beauty is very important to me and presenting myself in a Venusian way is one of my values. As long as I feel good in how I'm presenting myself, I know that I can walk into any room in the world and hold myself. There is nothing that anyone can think about me. There is nothing that anyone can say to me that is any worse than something I've already said to myself in a dark night of the soul, in a shame spiral. It's already happened. There's nothing worse. I've been there. I have seen all my parts. I have witnessed them. I've even loved on them and gone, oh, you fucking shadow, you're back. Hi. What do you want this time? And then I get to decide how I handle my shit when it inevitably comes up. So having a white hot business, you are now deciding to be supported, non-negotiable. You are deciding that you will be seen. No more hiding, no more masking, no more, I hope they don't find this out about me. When you know all of yourself, there is nothing that someone could put in the paper or online or on the news that shocks you or shakes you. It's like, yeah, I already know that about myself. Shoulder shrug. When you have a white hot business, you are respected, deeply respected. That is your standard. You are respected for your voice, your presence, your authority, your sovereignty. You are not a carbon copy of anyone else. You are, and you stand in your uniqueness. No more trying to copy what other women do. Find your own version based on your unique design, which is about working with the mentor or the mentors and support people that are in their zone of genius and can give you the activation you need in little to no time based on what they see in you. Not based on what they've seen in their other clients, not this is happening with another client, so I'm just going to band-aid it on you. You need to be seen by someone who honors your uniqueness and isn't here to just feed you their blueprint. Everything needs to be unique. And this is why in Climactic, when I work with women privately, we always create a climactic prescription. No two will ever be the same because it's based on what you've shared with me, what your bottlenecks are, what it is within your body that's aching for release and expression, how you can move differently, how you can speak in new and exhilarating ways in order to magnetize on a whole new level. It is all bespoke. So find the mentor that honors who you are and your desires. It's about extracting, not spoon feeding. And that's why I love what I do. And that's why I can never tell you exactly what's going to happen when we work together. Not because I won't, it's because I can't. Until we are face to face, I can't say this happens and then this and then this. It's your body and your energy and your words and your desires that inform us moment to moment what the next empowered step is. Oh, that does it for me because it keeps me engaged in my work. I'm not just rolling out something and everyone gets the same. Luxury is in being seen for you and being respected and revered for your uniqueness. That's why I love private work and that's why I access private work myself. Don't let anyone out there in the business world tell you that a white hot business is only an en masse scalable model. It can be a part of your white hot business, of course. But if you love to receive and if you love to give private work, it needs to stay. Turns me on. If you want to know more about what awaits you in Climactic, the link is in the show notes. One of the main reasons I'm sitting here back on the mic is because I am in overflow. I have a lot to say about how I see and how I know and trust business is going to look and feel in this next era. as someone who is claircognizant, which means I just know and my intuition works in a nanosecond and I start saying things about people while they're in front of me without knowing where that information is coming from. It's being channeled through me. I got asked if I was psychic on the weekend, which titillated me, and I played coy. But because I just know where business is going and what people value, and I know human nature, what is going to be most valuable in business is presence, being seen, acknowledgement, attention. People are scatty as fuck right now. So if you can offer attention that has nothing to do with a phone, a blue lit screen, that is sensory, that is embodied, you are preparing and priming your business for longevity. That's what I'm doing. And that's what is working so beautifully for me. I offer congruently what I love to receive. And what I see within so many business programs, and why I don't see them as white hot, is because they are skirting around these core desires of women. They have not deeply tapped into what our deep, deep desires are. They are not going all in on what the root issue is of our visibility issues, why we don't feel confident speaking, why we want to get on stage, but we really, really, really don't want to get up on stage, why we want to be seen, but then we don't allow ourselves to be seen. These business programs are trying to put strategies on top of energetic bottlenecks. And what I do is I go to the thing under the thing under the thing under the thing. It is not always comfortable. But what I say to that is, you're already uncomfortable. Not living your fullest potential in your business, not having a white hot business, not climaxing with all of your body so that it shakes and you are screaming, vocal, with pleasure, that is more uncomfortable than anything that I could say to you about the shadowy stuff, about the problem under the problem. So you're already comfortable. What's a little bit more discomfort to get to a new state of being in your body and your presence, your voice, all of it? What's a little bit more? You can handle it because you're already tolerating discomfort right now. And my MO for life is, I'm not scared of finding out. I'm terrified of not. I'm terrified of the not. I just want to know. I'm intensely curious. I just want to know. So I'd rather know now and be able to handle it appropriately than have what I don't know running my business, blocking what happens in my bedroom, projecting my stuff out there because I don't know what the thing is, creating destruction rather than me being in my power, creating from a place of knowing, deep knowing, not knowing in my head, but knowing in my pussy, in my soul, in my essence. That's what I value. I value intimacy. I value sexuality. I value being seen and heard. And I live congruently with those values because I don't have another option. I can't afford not to. And so now, today, you get to decide that you can't afford to keep living out of alignment with your values, with your turn-ons, with what you see and envisage as your own white-hot business. You are taking the power back. You are pleasure-filled. You are in overflow. Just listening to this, you are elevating out of survival, lack, martyr mode, desperation, convincing, pleading, oh, how can I make you feel more comfortable? You are elevating out of that just listening to this right now. And as my friend, world record holder Crystal Davis says, it's not enough to draw a line in the sand because a line in the sand is impermanent. We are carving a line in the deepest stone, the deepest concrete. We are standing here together right now and declaring no more of that old stuff that has you running your business from your little girl energy, your good girl, the inner people pleaser, the martyr, the perfectionist. We are going and you are deciding to have a white hot business, and it starts with knowing all of you. You are the most important ingredient in your business. It is not in the next strategy. It's not in some fad that everyone will forget in 3 weeks' time. Your strategy, day in, day out, is to know your energy, all of your parts, all of your shadows, all of your operating system. That is your job. That is your strategy in your business. And in White Hot Business, we are going there. I have so much lined up for you. I have so much to share with you. Practical application, actions, activations. You will be stirred up. So check right now that you are subscribed to the podcast so that you don't miss any of the turn on. I'm so glad you're here. Welcome to you and welcome to your white hot business. I trust that you were activated from today's episode, and if you're naturally left wanting more, you have several white hot options available to you. If you want to make this your most climactic year in business, head to the Work With Me page on laurenwhite.com.au to find out how you can be seen and forever transformed. Not right for private mentoring, but want tangible steps to go from lukewarm to turn on? Get your free 10 days of turn on for you and your business at laurenwhite.com.au/turn-on. And if you yearn to give a little back after crushing on the podcast, hit subscribe and leave a captivating review so that more women can access the possibilities of a white hot business.